Hey guys, my name is Mars. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing senior revelations again. I took a week off for prom, but we're back this week. So pretty much today's topic is how people today are so addicted to nostalgia that it's holding us back. And I'm going to use a couple examples of this. I've been thinking about this a lot. This is a topic that's always been on my mind, but I want to share it. Especially this year, because with the Victoria's Secret fashion show, this is the first example. I think that this year's Victoria's Secret fashion show was very well done. The last one, not so much, but I do think this one was really good. But people, like, despite it being so well done, I know, like, Twice, okay, their vocals were not, they weren't the best. As a Twice fan, okay, okay, they were sick, so there's an excuse. But I know that, like, there were some tweaks and some, like, it wasn't, like, perfect, but I don't really think all of the shows ever were really perfect. I think the only reason people think that they are is because they're nostalgic. That's what you grew up on. That's what you watched when you were little. You dreamed of being up there. And I think that feeling of nostalgia holds us back from enjoying and appreciating things now, because every single time we talk about the new Victoria's Secret fashion shows, they're like, it has to be exactly like it used to be. Exactly, exactly, exactly. But the thing about nostalgia is it's never going to feel the same until you're looking back on it. Like, that's the entire feeling of nostalgia. The entire, like, idea of being nostalgic is it being something that reminds you of a past, like of a past moment or of the past. Ignore my siblings if you can hear them. But that's what nostalgia is, and it can hold us back in so many different ways, because I personally think that this year's fashion show was perfect. Honestly, I think it was really well done. I think it was very inclusive. I love that they opened with a pregnant woman. Okay, like, that was my favorite part. Okay. I think it was perfect, and I love that there was, like, body diversity. There was diversity in the color of people. Like, there were people of all colors, not just, oh, let's just throw a ton of black people up there, or just a ton of white people, or a ton of Asian. There were so many of everybody, and I think that it wasn't forced. It was perfect and beautiful and very well done. But people are so addicted to the idea of nostalgia that they can't even, like, understand that the old stuff wasn't that great because it wasn't inclusive. There were, all the models were pretty much the same size, and there's nothing wrong with, like, them being skinny. There's nothing wrong with that. But there is something wrong with, like, glorifying the idea that, like, bigger people can't do those things. You know what I mean? And I think that this year's was, like, great, and people are just so addicted to that feeling that they are unwilling to acknowledge that the past wasn't perfect then. And I'm sure people back then complained about it too and weren't happy with it. But I think that's just something that we've been really caught up on recently, like, even in our personal lives. So the personal example would be, like, when you leave a relationship or a friendship or whatever, and the people, like, you're thinking about everything that it used to be, and because you're constantly thinking about how it used to be and how it was, and you miss that feeling of joy or happiness or those happy memories or whatever, because it's a past moment, you're nostalgic. But because of that, you're failing to actually realize how toxic the friendship actually was. Oh, you miss the happy moments, you miss the fun, you miss all that. But you're not really thinking about the fact that in those happy moments, like, after those happy moments, all the dark moments that you, like, try to, like, erase because of that feeling of nostalgia is comforting. It really is. But I think that's something that we need to learn to move past from as a society. Like, yeah, it's nice to enjoy the past, like 2016 and all that stuff, but I don't think we're ever going to get the past back in the way that we think. Like, we're so addicted to that feeling of nostalgia, and we want that back, and we want our childhood to be how we envisioned it, or we want that relationship to be how we envisioned it, and things to go back to normal. But they never will. And that's just how things work. And I think that's, yeah, I think that we need to be a little less addicted to nostalgia, and we need to, like, focus on other things. Yeah, I think that's my entire point. I didn't expect to, like, finish that in 4 minutes. I thought it was gonna be, like, a really long video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I have another one. Maybe I might continue this point, okay, if I come up with anything else. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed a real quick clip, because since I finished so soon, here's my new vanity that I built myself. Look at the drawers. Okay, look at the drawers. It was, like, a really big puzzle, and I actually really love building things recently. Like, look how fun that is. Look how fun. But yeah, wait, let me show you guys. I'm using my iPad to film, like a girl does. Okay, look at my tea. I drink a lot of tea. There's, like, tea behind there, but it's, like, one of the glass tabletop ones. You can see my eyeshadow, which this isn't all my eyeshadow. I think I put more down there. Yeah. And then here are my mascaras, my highlighters, my primers. Wait, can you see? Yeah. And then my lip gloss, foundations. I have a lot of lip gloss because lip gloss is cheap. And for some reason, people always buy me lip gloss. And then we have like lip tints. I think I have like 3 of those. Blush. My favorite blush. My Rare Beauty blush. It's mini, but I didn't expect to like it. That's why it's a small one. But yeah, my kimchi powder. Yeah. So more Get Ready With Me is coming soon. And then my flower lamp. I got this because I'm not allowed to have open flames because I would forget. So yeah. But I like this a lot better anyways because I'm scared of flames anyways. So yeah. And then it goes with my bookshelf, which I'm actually thinking about getting a second bookshelf because I just measured and another one could fit right here. I keep my posters and like my guitars and stuff here. But I think I could get another shelf here and then put my perfumes and my teas and stuff and then have this space cleared out and maybe put stuffed animals up there because I don't really like having stuffed animals in my bed. Like, I don't know. I'm not like really big on stuffed animals anymore. Like, I like my Yeti. Well, no, that's a Bigfoot. Yeah, that's my Bigfoot. My Paulette. She looks like me. Her name is Luna Jr., but she's supposed to be me. And then my crochet that I got from the fair trade market. But yeah, I'm thinking about that. And then I'm getting another one of these. Ignore like how messy this part is. I'm getting a new one this week. It's also going to be white, but it's going to go right there. So it's going to be more organized right there. But I don't know yet. I don't know. And you can see my recording setup. I set my iPad up on my laptop. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching.